friend or give the thumbs up and look at the screen and kind of go through your name, school, grade, one thing you miss about school, one thing that has caused you stress since being out of school. So one at a time.
All right, we're going to start with you, Miss Faith.
You have to say your name.
My name is Faith Dance, and I go to Wood Elementary School, and I'm in first grade. And one thing I miss about school is my friends because I miss them very much, and my teacher.
Love that. I love that you miss your friends and you miss your teacher, because matter of fact, your teacher and your friends miss you as well. It's not just one-sided. All right, who else?
All right, let's see. Let's go to Nigel.
Let's hear it, Nigel.
My name is Nigel. I go to Osceola Mitchell. Oh, I'm in the 6th grade. One thing that I miss about school is like going to my locker.
Mm-hmm.
And like the thing that like causes me stress while being out of school, that would be how, I guess, like I'm not sure about that.
Well, that's fine. You don't really have to know, but the fact that you're even thinking about it, it makes you aware that, you're not at school and you can't really think about what's going on because everything is like so crazy and you're hearing all this stuff all day and you're not really like in the comfort of your school. So it's fine that you can't think about it. But I think during this, this talk, you're going to be able to like learn more about, kind of how to react to those thoughts and the change. So I'm going to come back to you though, because I want to challenge that. So I know that all y'all hear about is the coronavirus. Nigel, do you agree with that? All you hear about these days is the coronavirus? Yeah, it's like so annoying. It's taking over everything that we do. But as a teacher and as an adult, it doesn't matter how old you are, it still can be scary. So for me, why has it been scary? Because I can't be with my kids. And so I don't get to see everybody face to face. And that's unnatural for me. How has it like affected me, my life, my family? I'm used to being around my kids all day and my family, and now I have to like sit in my house all day. Do any of you students kind of feel the same way about that? What about you, Faith? Yeah.
How do you feel, Faith?
I feel sad because I don't really see everybody every day, because I'm sad because I can't see my cousins and my grandmas and everybody else in my family that I really love. And I can't really see my grandpa all the time, and I can't really see anybody all the time because of this pandemic. And since we're at this time, and I'm really scared that it's keep going on. But since I have the Lord, he's gonna shut it down.
What? That's my girl. I love it. Faith, I love your mindset. But you know what's really important is the fact that like you can tune into what you just said. You articulated, and when I say articulate, I mean that you expressed your feelings and your emotions so well. But you also have a positive mindset. So it might be scary for you, like it is for me, and it's scary for all the adults on this call, but that's something that we have to admit, that it can be scary. But kind of what we're going to start talking about is how can we control those scary thoughts so that they don't completely like overwhelm us, so that we can kind of, you know, even though we have all this craziness going on, how do we stand strong in the midst of this storm? So that's kind of what I want to go into a little bit more. I know that this is kind of a new term to y'all, but have any of y'all ever heard of the term mindfulness? You can just raise your hand, shake your head. If you have heard of it, that is awesome. But if you have not, I am going to have Nigel read the definition of mindfulness that is on the screen. Nigel, do you mind reading that for me?
No, ma'am.
Go for it.
Not mine. Mindfulness is the practice of being aware of your body, mind, and feelings in the present moment. The thought to create a feeling or of calm.
Okay, so that has a lot of stuff wrapped into one sentence. So let's like kind of break it down. I'm seeing a lot of important words that kind of like throw themselves into the sentence. So I see body, mind, feelings, calm. So really all mindfulness is just being aware. It's accepting the fact that, you know, you are going to feel this way, but how can we really tune into that and then move away from it? Or how can we use those feelings and just keep on going throughout our day? So with that being said, does anybody kind of know why it's important right now to maybe like be mindful or to try and create a sense of calm? Why is that important right now, like today, throughout this entire pandemic? Why is it important to stay calm? Anybody have an answer? Or even, it doesn't even, no right or wrong answers.
Okay, I'm going to call on Mr. Torres. Now, before you answer, Mr. Torres, we've been trying to figure out the correct pronunciation of your name. So how do you say your first name?
Alexis.
Oh, it is Alexis. Okay. So tell us, how do you feel about that?
Yes. Good.
Okay, so Alexis, I want to challenge that. When you say like yes and good, tell me, why do you think it's important right now? And this, you know, with everything going on, why is it important to stay calm?
Because you don't have to panic. You just have to stay in quarantine and just wait for the cure.
Yes, absolutely. And I love that you use the word panic. So kudos to you. That word panic is so essential. What happens, Alexis, when we just start panicking?
We run outside and get hurt.
Yeah. So you kind of just like lose it, right? You kind of just go all over the place and you're kind of like out of your body a little bit. You're kind of just like, you're not really feeling yourself when you panic. And now I will say I panic. Alexis, have you ever panicked about something?
No, I just got scared sometimes.
Okay, so you get scared or you get frustrated. But
yeah, my brothers and sisters.
Yes. Oh my gosh, all the time. It happens though, and that's just life. So, okay, so Alexis, how could you incorporate mindfulness or like trying to stay calm into your life? How do you think you could do that?
Take a big breath, sit down, and do something else that doesn't involve what's happening.
Oh my gosh, I love that response. That was spot on. Great job. I completely agree. And I think what you said was do something that doesn't involve what you're thinking about, because you're just trying to get away from those thoughts because you don't want to panic, like you said. So the last kind of question on just this mindfulness page is, in your daily routine, what is something that you can do? And Alexis, you touched on this, but in your daily routine, just by the time you wake up every morning, what is one thing that you can do to be mindful? Just one thing. There are no wrong or right answers. Everybody does this differently.
I wake up, turn off my air conditioner, and
Okay.
then I go up and I see my brothers and I see TV with them.
Okay. So it's just you get out of bed. Like you get out of bed and you start your day.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the first step to being mindful, because you are ready to take on the day and you are not going to let this pandemic make you stay in bed all day. Right? You're not going to let it defeat you.
Right.
Okay, so I love that. And I love that you just said, the first thing I do is I turn off my air conditioning, because the first thing that I do every morning is I turn off the fan in my room. So I think, great minds think alike. Okay, so we are going to continue on with the PowerPoint. Okay, so we're going to just look at this video quickly. It's not going to be long. I just want y'all to kind of see how breathing, which Alexis talked about, taking a deep breath, is so important when it comes to mindfulness. So give me 1 second. Let me pull up this YouTube video quickly so we can all see it. Okay, pull it up. Are y'all able to see it on my end?
Not quite yet.
Okay, just want to make sure that I'm not, this technology these days, you never know what you're going to get. Okay, now here we go. All right, can we see it? It says breath meditation on it. How about now? Can we see it?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, cool. So this video is actually pretty long, but I'm not going to make us watch the entire thing. So everybody, including all the adults, this is a time for everybody to learn how to breathe. Now, you may think that breathing is just like a natural, you do it every day, you just take a breath and keep moving, but there is an art to breathing. So when you want to calm down, like Alexis said, she talked about taking a deep breath and then moving on so that you don't panic. So Faith, Alexis, Nigel, let's all really focus in on this video and just think about a way that you could do this. Okay, so it's not that long. We're not going to watch the entire thing. And also the voice in the back is very monotone and I laughed at it. So it's okay if you laugh at it too, but just be open-minded to it. It's kind of a very flat voice.
Meditation, we are going to very curiously explore our breath. We are always breathing, but most of the time we pay very little attention to it. For the next few minutes, we will feel, observe, and notice our breath.
I love it, Alexis. Come on,
you may want to lie down, but if you cannot, it is okay if you are sitting. Go ahead and get comfortable. If you like, close your eyes and rest your hands gently on your belly. Now let's take a moment to notice the feeling of your hands touching your belly. As you breathe in What do you feel happening to your hands? Do you feel them rising or being pushed out? And when you let your breath out, what happens now?
I'm going to pause it really quick. And I know that that sounds funny. It sounds weird. But all we're doing is we're taking a deep breath in and we're seeing how our body feels. And then we're breathing it out. So it's like you're breathing in all this energy and then you're releasing it. So some people put their hands on their stomach because they want to feel how your breath goes in and out in your body. But some people just put their hands on their knees, which I put my hands on my knees. So exactly like Alexis is doing, and you can do your fingers in the meditation position if you want. So you're just sitting and you're going to close your eyes. So how about everybody, Faith, you too. I know you got your blanket out and you're ready to go, girlfriend. Let's go ahead and just sit in like this position, just like the girl on the screen is. And we're going to do like 3 different breaths. And I'm going to guide it this time, okay? All right. So on my count, we're going to breathe in. Ready? Breathe in. Hold it. And breathe out slowly. All right, this time, close your eyes. We're going to take a deep breath in and out. One more time, breathe in and out. Now, if your eyes are closed, you can go ahead and open them. And Faith, I want you to tell me, when you were taking those breaths and after you breathe, you let your breath out, how did you feel?
My scaredness went out and I am feeling happy now. And I think I might be able to get through this time with the Lord.
I agree, 100%, for sure. Yes, ma'am. Alexis, I love the way that you like set yourself up. You were sitting up straight. Posture is so important to breathing. After that third breath, Alexis, kind of how did you feel after all that breathing was done and you pushed out all that negative air? What did you feel?
I felt very relaxing and very safe now.
Yes. Nigel, what about you?
I felt refreshed.
Okay, I love that word. I love how you said that. So for me, whenever I do this, by that third breath, there is a chance you can get a little lightheaded. I'm not going to lie. But that's kind of just that feeling of like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. And how Alexis said, relaxed and calm. And how Faith said, we can get through this. It made me not as scared. That is exactly what this breathing exercise is for. So I'm going to exit out of the video now. I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint. And we are going to talk about kind of how that breathing can be beneficial. So I want each one of you just to tell me one time when you think you can do that breathing exercise. When would a good time be to do that, Faith?
A good time to do that is when you're scared or doing something that made you scared, or somebody pushed you to do something scared that was very scary, and be sad.
Oh, 1,000%. I agree. Just whenever you are like scared at all, take a deep breath, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5, and let's just keep on going, you know? Like, you can't let people push you around. Anybody else have anything else they want to say? Alexis?
When you are upset and very angry.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like, especially as a student, and like, y'all have so much going on, and just because you're home now, you
And
know,
teachers.
and teachers, you know, I use this. You just sometimes need to breathe. And when you have to think about that, that can be kind of crazy, but it is super important. Anybody else have anything else they want to add? We good? All right, moving on. All right, this is a quick activity, and I think y'all are gonna like it. So you have two options. You can lie down on your back, or you can sit up. So I'm gonna sit up, but you can lie down on your back if you would like to. Okay, so you're gonna lie down on your back, or you can sit up. I want everyone to close their eyes. I don't want to see any eyes open. Faith, I'm looking at you. No eyes open. Everybody close their eyes. Nothing's going to happen, Faith. I promise. I got you. Okay. Now, as tight as you can with your eyes closed, we're going to squeeze every muscle in our body. Squeeze so tight. You want to squeeze your fists, and you want to squeeze your toes. Pretend like you are hard as a stone, and just keep squeezing. Keep squeezing. Okay. Now release. Release all that tension. You can kind of wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. All right, we're going to do it one more time. Here we go. On the count of 3, we're all going to squeeze every muscle as hard as you can. 1, 2, 3, squeeze. All right, and release. Okay, I need 1 or 2 or all of you, 3, 4, whatever. Someone tell me, first of all, how you felt while you were squeezing, and then what did you feel after we released everything? How did we feel?
Well, like when I was squeezing everything, I felt like I every like I can't like describe it, but like when I was like
it's
like
a weird feeling, right? It's kind of a weird feeling, Nigel. I love that you said I can't describe it, because that's exactly what this is meant to be. You know, it's not. Is it normal, Nigel, for us to go around like squeezing our fingers and our feet and like our bodies? Is that normal?
No, ma'am.
No. So you shouldn't be able to really understand. But how did you feel after you let go?
I felt like all of that negative energy like pass
Love that.
through me in a way.
Yeah. Isn't that kind of weird? It's definitely interesting. Alexis, was your hand raised? What'd you feel?
I felt when we was like squishing our muscles, I felt like anger, but when we release it, I felt that all the negative things went away.
Perfect. So you said anger, and that's what happens when you get angry. You kind of like clench your fists, and you kind of grit your teeth. So that's a totally natural feeling. I love that you are able to express that. Faith, what did you feel? Do you have anything you want to add? Let's hear it.
I felt nice when we were doing the squeezing and very happy when we was doing the squeezing, and all that meanness and negative and scary stuff got all out of me, and now I'm feeling back good like when I do every day at church.
Love that. I love that. You just did a 180. It's amazing, isn't it? Yep. Okay. All right, we're gonna keep moving on, but thank you everybody for your participation. So we're gonna do this one activity before we move into the actual stretching. This one is going to require you to get on your feet. All right, so we're going to do a little exercise that I call the heartbeat exercise. So we have focused on our breathing, we have focused on our muscles, and now we're going to focus on our heartbeat. We are going to be mindful about our heartbeat. We've been mindful about our breath and our muscles, and the last part of it is your heart. So everybody, we're getting up. If you have on shoes, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. You should be okay. We are not doing anything completely crazy. I'm going to do it with you because what kind of teacher would I be if I did not? I also love to jump. So here's the deal. Here's what we're gonna do. Nigel, you're up. Oh, Faith is ready. Look at her. She's like dancing. She is ready to go. Okay, we are going to jump for, it says a minute, but we're just gonna do 30 seconds. We're gonna jump. And then as soon as you finish jumping, sit down. So I will tell you when to sit. So we're just gonna start jumping. You can do jumping jacks. You can just jump, whatever, but get your body moving, get your heart rate up. All right, so here we go. We're gonna jump, and then when I say sit, just sit, and we'll go from there. All right, ready? Here we go, start jumping. All right, sit. All right, close your eyes and put your hand on your heart. Focus on your heartbeat. Just think about it. What do you feel? You're focusing on your heartbeat. All right, now that we've done the jumping, we sat down. I'm still out of breath. I'm out of breath. That was a workout for me, y'all. All right, now we're sitting down. We've been feeling our heartbeat. Maybe you took your pulse. Maybe you found it on your wrist. What did you notice about your heartbeat? And I know that's kind of a weird question, but Faith, I think that you're gonna have a really good answer. What did you notice about your heartbeat?
I noticed that it was going in patterns.
Yes.
It was like it was my favorite song in my heart.
Yes. Oh my God, I love that. That is great, Faith.
It was like
It really had a beat going, didn't it?
Yeah, it was hurting.
It was. I noticed the same thing. Like at one point, Faith, was yours really fast and then it started to kind of slow down a little bit?
Yeah, but I noticed also that it was like doing something weird. It was hurting.
It was hurting, but don't you think
all the time?
well, hey, you know what? It's important that you are mindful of that and you sat down, you put your hand to your heart, and you realize that. When is the last time that you have sat down, Faith, and just put your hand on your heart, listening to your heartbeat?
Never.
Exactly. And now you have. So now you can do this whenever you want. If you just need to reflect on your life and put that hand on your heart and just remember that your heart is beating, you can do that whenever you want, because that's yours. All right. Anybody else have anything else they want to share about the heartbeat exercise? We good? All right. I know that was kind of a weird one. All right. The best part of the whole thing, this entire thing, we are going to finish up with some stretching. Now, I've chosen like 10 stretches that aren't really all that crazy. I think everybody's going to be able to do them. Faith, you can put your little spin on them if you want, because I saw you dancing in the back and really doing some funny stretches. But we are going to do these stretches that I actually do almost every single day. So we're going to start our stretching in a seated position, just a seated position. Crisscross applesauce. Crisscross applesauce, like they tell you to do in PE. So we're just going to sit in a seated position, crisscross applesauce. Okay, and I'm on my yoga mat. So here we are. You can take your shoes off if you want, but you don't have to. All right, crisscross applesauce. We're going to start here, and we're going to just put our one hand on our chest and the other on our stomach. This is called belly breathing. Belly breathing. All we're doing is we are just paying attention to our breath like we did earlier before we move on to the next stretch. So we're just going to take a few seconds to just breathe and really breathe in and up. So you see how my shoulders went up? Breathe in and up. Good, Alexis. This is called belly breathing. Beautiful, Faith. You can always close your eyes. We'll take 2 more deep breaths. 1 more. All right, now we're going to take both of our hands, put them on your knees. We're just going to roll our neck. Just roll your neck side to side. I'm going right to left. Few more rolls, and then we're going to switch sides. Okay, let's go ahead and switch, go the opposite way. You don't want to go too fast because you want to make sure that you're really stretching your neck. You know, you hold so much stress in your shoulders and your neck and you don't even realize it. All right. Next, we're going to put our feet together and our legs out in front. So kind of like you're holding your knees like this. Perfect. Perfect, Faith. Okay, we are going to do a seated twist stretch. It's super easy. All you have to do is you're going to take your left hand. This is my left hand, so it might look different on the screen. Your left hand, put it around your right side on your legs, on your knees, and then just stretch to the right. Perfect, Faith. You can do it one leg, you can do both legs. I like to hug both of my knees with my left hand. And this is just really good because you're stretching out your lower back and the top of your body too. Look at you, Faith. You're very flexible. So we're just hugging our knees with our left hand. and twisting to the right. All right, let's go ahead and go back to the front. We're gonna do the opposite. We're gonna take our right hand, hold our knees out in front of us, and twist to the left. Beautiful. There you go, Nigel. Good job. All right, back to the front. We're gonna go back to our crisscross position, and this is called a sitting crescent. So we're also going to do standing crescent, but seated crescent is just a good way to get into this. So let me make sure that y'all can see this. First thing you're gonna do, you're gonna take your arms and we're gonna go up. Perfect. And you can interlock your fingers if you want. You can just hold, you can just hold them together. Let's just go to the right. Let's stretch ourselves to the right. Go over to the right side. There you go. Hold it there. And it can get kind of tiring too. Your arms can get pretty tired. All right, we're gonna go back to the middle. Now to the left. Beautiful, Faye. Beautiful. Now back to the middle. Now we're going to do an extended reach stretch. You're in the same position. You're just going forward and folding over yourself. You're still in that crisscross position. You're just leaning straight out and grabbing the floor. You're just stretching, kind of like when you do that, that exercise where you touch your toes, but you're just folding over. You're in crisscross applesauce. There you go. Nigel, just completely fold over, go forward. Perfect. And this is just kind of stretching out. Oh my gosh, look at Faith. She's very flexible. Perfect, Alexis. All right, next. Now this is a move I think you're all gonna like, and you've probably heard of it. It's called child's pose or child's stretch. Now, if you haven't heard of it, it's the best stretch ever. And if you're not on the floor, don't worry about it. You can skip this one. But I think most people who are sitting are gonna like it. So everybody come up onto your knees. We're on our knees. Yep, just on your knees. Like this. All right, now you're going to just sit on your knees. Okay? And then you're just going to take your arms and go straight out. Straight out, so you're stretching. And then let your head fall to the floor. This is called child's pose. So you should be feeling a really good stretch in your shoulders and your back. So I'm just, yeah, Alexis, you feel it. I see you nodding your head. You're just stretching out in front of you. Okay, now we're gonna take it a little bit crazier. We're gonna go into a stretch called downward dog. I know that's a really weird name. Some of y'all might know what it is. We're on our knees, back up. You're gonna take your hands in front of you, put them on the mat. All right, and then you're gonna you're gonna kind of pick up your toes, and you're just gonna push up on your toes. You're almost in a triangle position. There you go, Nigel. You're just in a triangle position. And you can do this thing with your feet where you walk the dog, where you just go up and down, up and down, up and down. I know, I look funny doing that. But you should feel the stretch in your legs. Okay, now we're just gonna stand up. We're just standing now. We're just standing. Okay, we're gonna do the crescent stretch like we did sitting. Arms up. Go to the right. Oh, I don't know what happened. Sorry. All right, arms up.
Hey, Miss Calvin, Faith has a question.
Oh, what's up, Faith?
You know when you said I was flexible?
Yeah. Let's see it. A little scorpion pose. Oh gosh, don't try this without parental help, everybody. Okay, we're not, Faith, wow.
What's
Wow,
the point?
all I have to say.
You had said the dog thing.
Yeah, downward dog.
It sounded very weird, but I wasn't very looking at it. And can I see it again?
Yes. All right, ready? Downward dog. I'm on both of my feet. I'm just gonna go forward. And I'm looking like I'm in a triangle. Faith, I can also send you a picture too, okay?
Okay. You're gonna be there.
There you go, Faith. You got it. Perfect. Beautiful. Faith, you got a great downward dog. Okay, we only have a few more. Standing crescent. So we did sitting crescent. Now we're doing standing. Arms go up. Interlock those fingers. Stretch to the right. And stretch to the left. All right. Your hands, we're going into a goddess stretch. So it kind of looks like your hands are on like a football goal, like a goal field, like this. Your hands are up, palms are facing away from you, like you're gonna push something, okay? And all you do is you just kind of go backwards. You just lean back a little bit. And your neck can go with you, but don't go too far. You don't want to hurt yourself, just a little bit. All right, and then the last thing is called the ragdoll. Grab both of your elbows like this. Your right hand grabs your left elbow. Your left hand grabs your right elbow. There you go, and just fold forward. And this is called ragdoll. You just let it all shake like you're a ragdoll. Let it all go. All right. And that is kind of all of the stretching that I have for y'all. And that is the end of what I've got to share today. So thank you all for participating. I hope you enjoyed the stretching. I worked up a sweat. I'm not going to lie. I'm in my garage and I'm kind of sweating. That's kind of embarrassing. But thank y'all so much. And if you ever want more, poses, I really am sweating. If you ever want any more poses, I love to do this stuff and I do it every single day. And I am always willing to, get on Zoom with anybody that wants to learn how to stretch or breathe or just talk about how crazy of a time this is. We're all feeling it right now. So I want to shout out to all the students. Y'all were so amazing. I am so impressed. Like, round of applause. Thank you. And I had such a fun time. So I'll kick it back to Erica.
Yeah. Okay. That was fun. Thank you all for joining us. Alexis, did you get to do the application or have you looked at it yet? No? Okay. Make sure that you send it to your mom, or if you need some help, let us know, or Miss Kay Davis can help with that. Kay Davis, if you look in the chat box, we set up the online application so that Alexis can register, because we want to send out some kits in the next couple of weeks to our students that have been getting on the calls to kind of do an art project. So he might need a little help with that. So if you can help him with that, please. But if not anything else, I'm gonna do my normal. I'm gonna unmute y'all. So we have been streaming live on YouTube. I was able to get the YouTube channel up, but not the Facebook. But I did link it to the Facebook. So let me mute Mr. Williams. So I will be able to. I'm gonna post it on the Facebook probably by 7 o'clock. So I think that's it. Tomorrow we'll be here at 5 o'clock. Tomorrow is Thursday, and we will have Mr. Cleveland from BBVA talking about Make Money Make Sense. And then Friday, Miss Knight is going to do popsicles. So we'll see y'all at 5. Make sure that you're gathering your fruit juice and your, is it fruit in a popsicle mold or a cup?
Oh, yeah.
You got. Yeah, make it work. We'll make it work. So see y'all tomorrow at 5. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Miss Calvin. It was good.
Bye-bye.
Good job. Good job.
I love the statue.
I see you. Hey, Antoine.
Oh, no, she didn't. I love the statue.
She was awesome, Miss Rucker. It was good. It was good.
Food served.
Have a good one now.
All right, y'all have a good one.
Bye.
Bye, Nigel.
Good job, Mr. Calvin.
Thank you very much. Thank you for participating. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.